Sup peeps? And in this video I'm going to be comparing the RTX Voice to the Creative Voice software that I already have. There's this new thing I just heard about called RTX Voice. Apparently it uses machine learning to remove background noise from your recordings. At first I ignored it when I saw it on Twitter. Right here, this guy Pipeline clipped a little bit of Barnacules' video. I actually watched Barnacules. I was like, nah, I don't need that because I've got Creative Voice, which is something that comes with my sound card. But then he made another video, and I also saw it on this other YouTuber I watch called Tech Dive. I'm like, I'll give it a shot. If you want to learn how to install it, I recommend you watch Barnacules' video because he's the one who originally figured it out. So you can give him all the views for that. But the rundown of it is you go off the website and you download the beta of this thing called RTX Voice. You run it, it fails. You modify a file in this temp folder, and then you run the extracted setup after that from there. And then the only caveat is you have to have a GTX card. And as you may know from watching my previous videos, I have a GTX 1660 Super. These are the things that I'm going to mess around with. I've got just a normal generic vacuum, and I've got a little shop vac. And I also have this crappy amp, which is all buzzy and noisy, which might be a good example. Getting started, I want to put some headphones on, make sure I could hear the results myself as I go along with you guys. And for a control, I'm using my desk what's it thingy from Creative. And how it works is it's got a microphone on both sides, and it's able to go like this, and you're supposed to be right in the middle, and it's able to use an algorithm to delete all outside noise around that, apparently. But how I'm talking right now is through this pop voice mic that I just lay on the desk, and I use an adapter so it goes from TRRS to TRS, which is what computers take. And there will be parts where I take that out and put it back in. Now I'm using the built-in mic in the thing. I have the focus turned on. I have it set real narrow. 0 degrees, 45 degrees, 90 degrees. So that's how the focus thing works. And then if I add noise reduction, it sounds like that. If I add acoustic echo cancellation, it sounds like that. Testing. So I'm going to do 3 tests: the vacuum, shop vac, which is louder, and then with the amp. I had done some testing, and I had found out that having this unplugged from the desk thingy I showed you earlier made my voice chirpier when using the RTX Voice. And this is not a real-world scenario for most of y'all because you won't have both. You'll just be trying out this beta on your GTX card probably. So to make it more like an actual PC setup, I'm keeping this plugged in. I'm also found another thing that interferes with recording is leaving this listen to this device box checked. You should only use that when you're checking your levels to make sure it sounds right before you actually are going to use it on the software that's going to listen to you. Like say you're in Skype or something, or you're streaming. So to start with, we've got the vacuum, and we're just going to run that. Right now we have the RTX Voice noise suppression turned on. I'm going to put this mic right in front of my face on the desk. Testing. ABC 1, 2, 3. Leaving the vacuum on. Turn this off. Now turn the crystal voice on. Testing. ABC 1, 2, 3. Well, better put it next to me, not right in front of me where the mic is. Testing. ABC 1, 2, 3. I am running the shop vac right now. Here's proof. Now the crystal voice is on. Testing. ABC 1, 2, 3. We'll try this blown out guitar amp for a little bit. It is under the desk. I did set its level earlier to not peak out OBS, which I should have down. Not OBS, this one. So you can see that I don't have it peaked out. You can see where it's peaking there, and you can hear that buzz. Let's try it first with the RTX Voice. Testing, 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 testing. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Now let's try with Crystal Voice. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, 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 testing. Now, quick testing, because y'all might be looking into getting better microphones. I just use my lab mic on the desk when I'm streaming or on a conference call or something. But a better test to what you might be getting if you were doing streaming professionally or all the time, you would have a better mic on the desk and you would have this closer to your face instead of on the desk. Here we go, just like that. And wires. Okay. All right, RTX Voice with the vacuum. Testing, testing. ABC, 1, 2, 3. And I'm peaking a little bit. Am I peaking? No, I'm good. Switching to Crystal Voice. Testing, testing. ABC, 1, 2, 3. Now the shop vac blowing stinky shop vac air all over my face. Over here to the side with the RTX Voice. Testing, testing. ABC, 1, 2, 3. Now it's Crystal Voice. Testing, testing. ABC, 1, 2, 3. Crap yap, blown out amp. That's cold solder joints or a blown tube or something. RTX Voice with the guitar amp. Testing, 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 testing. So you can hear what it sounds like without any cleanup. Testing, 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 testing. Then with Crystal Voice. Testing. Testing. Alright, that's enough of that. Well, I think it's working on the GTX card just fine. I did find out from watching one of Barnacules' live streams that he called and had a conversation with some reps at nVidia, and the reason why they're focusing on giving us to the RTX cards, the more expensive ones, than the GTX cards, is because if you ran this while gaming, you would experience a high frame rate drop. But as for modding a file while you're installing it, YouTubers and other recorders and people that aren't going to be gaming and talking, like streaming at the same time, could use this for different things. Like I'm using it right now. The whole end of this thing, I'm going to leave it running. Other than that, that was a pretty cool thing. When I heard about this video, I decided to jump on it instead of do one of the other videos I was thinking about recording this weekend, which are about upgrading the stock air cooler on this Ryzen 3600 to a all-in-one water cooler, and also doing some benchmarks before I did that, and cloning my SATA SSD to that NVMe SSD so I can experience it for the first time with my viewers. So get subscribed if you still want to see stuff like that, because I'm still going to shoot that stuff. Other than that, I've been Robert Gene. Thanks for tuning in. Like if you liked the video. Peace.